in 2004, and everyone was like, the game was a great success, mainly for adding more interesting elements and not messing with the Jak 2 gameplay and structure winning formula. The game acted as the final chapter of the Jak series, a grand conclusion to the duo's epic. No, we don't talk about that one, get it out of here! But anyway, it was the final game, and it went out with style. But while the game does have its own feel and look, it kinda used Jak 2 as a cheat sheet. It was one of those sequels that was like, you like Jak 2? Well, here's some more of it with sand and angry people. But anyway, if you're new to this game, here are a few basic tips, tricks, and heads up for people who don't know about this game. So, once again, you play as Jak. Wait a second. Why is he in handcuffs? Who the heck is this guy? Was he in Jak 2? What? No! Well then who is he? It's on the script. What? Alright, so after the events of Jak 2, Haven City kinda goes the poo-poo, and everyone blames Jak for some reason. Well, whatever happened, he gets banned into the Wasteland by Count Vigor, the evil dude that the game pretends was in Jak 2, but we all know he wasn't in Jak 2. As Jak wanders around the desert and almost reaches death, he is saved by the Wastelanders, a group of city outcasts, and brought to Spartacus, the only civilization outside of Haven City's walls. It is soon revealed that a dark alien race stuff thingy, I don't know, it's unclear. It's quickly approaching Earth and is going to bring the apocalypse. Also, evil robots are destroying everything for some reason. And the metalheads are back too. Did anything positive come from the aftermath of Jak 2? I really don't think so. But it's all up to Jak and Daxter to stop the impending attacks from this new dark threat and find the answers to the lost precursor weapons hidden in the world. Also, kinda save Haven City. I don't know, it's a subplot. Now, Jak 3 is still dark and emo as crap, but in a more supernatural sense. The story goes much bigger and adds way more to the existing Jak 2 lore. There's some time travel stuff, lost legends, yada yada yada. This is the final chapter of the series and we need to shove as much important and symbolic crap as possible kind of thing. The game also brings most of the cast from Jak 2 back and only really adds a few extra new faces. On top of that, Jak 3 dives into some more character backgrounds and fleshes out Jak as a hero more instead of some random angry guy with a gun. I mean, he still is kind of angry, but now the game really wants you to think he's mega special, and he kinda is, but that's spoiler territory, kids. But if you're not familiar with the story of Jak 2, you're gonna be kinda lost. So just know that 3 is a higher number than 2, and you should play Jak 2 first before jumping in. Alright? Alright. Okay, so the game structure is identical to Jak 2. You're still in an open world with missions and minigames, and you play as Daxter a few times. But only a few times, because let's not forget who the real star is, okay? But I did cover this stuff in the Jak 2 video, so if you haven't watched that yet, go take a look. Link in the description below. Now, the main thing Jak 3 changes is nothing. No, guys, for real, they don't change anything at all when it comes to the game structure and how things progress. Yeah, I wasn't kidding around when I said Jak 2 acted as a cheat sheet, but the biggest difference I can really point out here is the Wasteland. While Haven City is still in the game, it's noticeably smaller and more janked up and unlocked around 1/5 into the game. But Jak 3 adds a whole new area that you'll be spending half of your time in. Now, if you thought Jak 2 had lots of driving, oh my god. Oh my god, you guys, there's so much freaking driving in this game. But the Wasteland only has one city location that is pretty small. And all you'll really be doing there is mini-games and arena fights that are story-related. The rest takes place in the desert, where you will be driving around in these bad boys. Most of the driving involves collecting items, driving people around, and shooting stuff, and just using them to reach other missions located in the desert. It's all pretty standard stuff, but you better get used to sand real quick, because you're gonna be seeing a lot of it. Alright, so about the things with the wheels. The cars are the main new gameplay gimmick here, and you'll be doing a lot of driving in this game, and it's a little too much driving if you ask me. Almost as if Naughty Dog wanted to make a driving game instead. Oh my, wouldn't that be something, yeah. But most cars are gradually unlocked as the story progresses, but the cars are pretty varied, and you'll learn quickly which one best works for you. The weapons also change depending on the car, so think carefully before picking which one you want. Now, while you have access to any unlocked cars outside of story missions, when in them, most of the time you're forced to use a certain one, so get good?
Come on, let's go.
Okay, so gameplay-wise, it's, you guessed it, identical to Jak 2, but Jak 3 just adds to existing crap. Guns is the main new bling-bling here. Instead of 4 guns, you get 12, because it's Jak 3. 3 times the Jak. It's a math joke, guys. Okay, I'll stop. You still have 4 core guns, but now each gun gets 3 upgrade mods that do drastically different things. Now, it should go without saying that the higher level the gun mod, the more ammo it's going to use, so don't be using the highest level gun mod willy-nilly, because you're going to run out of ammo real fast. Now, personally, the best and most ammo conservative weapons are just the second mod of each gun. But just to make sure you know what I'm talking about, let's break down which ones you should mostly use. No, yes, McFrickin' Rad, but man, poop! Swiggitus swooty. Is it really worth it? Pew 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 pew. It goes buzz and it's kinda cool. Who McFrickin' cares? Yeah, sure, why not? Be honest, I really can't remember. And last but not least, boom! On top of the guns, Jak 3 introduces Lightjack, aka it's still kinda spooky looking, but in a more holy way. He glows, guys, it's kinda symbolic. Now while Darkjack is still around and used a little more in this game, Lightjack takes the main stage and is needed to pass certain levels in story missions. Now, don't worry if you have the right upgrades and whatnot. All Lightjack abilities are given to you as you progress through the game. And it's pretty obvious when you're supposed to use Lightjack powers because there are light vents everywhere. Story mission stuff aside, what's neat about Lightjack is that his powers are mostly defensive abilities and they can get you out of a tight jam. Try to remember to use them, like the time slowdown ability and the health regenerate, because the game kind of forgets to remind you that you can use Lightjack as long as you have stuff in your light meter. Alright, so whoever had the bad ideas about where to put collectibles and checkpoints at Naughty Dog was either fired or pushed off a bridge, because Jak 3 fixes a lot of the more frustrating parts of Jak 2. Now there are still precursor orbs just chilling, but now they are in the hub world or in places that are easy to get back to. You'll be seeing them everywhere, and always pick up ones when you get the chance. The game's secret unlockables can now be bought rather than gradually unlocked, so you can pick and choose which secrets you want to buy once they become available. But out of all of the things to get, buy unlimited Lightjack when you can. Just do it. It's cool, it's neat, and the bad idea guy is at the bottom of the lake right now because they didn't screw it up. The checkpoints are a little better as well. Still some meaty challenge going on, but now failing missions and being sent back for something really dumb is less likely. Now guys, please trust me, I promise it's better. Alright, so here are a few tips and things you should probably know before you get started. When using the blaster gun, or the yellow gun, spin in midair and fire to do a spin attack to hit all the things. Also, did I mention the hoverboard is back? Yeah, it's in here, guys. But doing a spin trick on the hoverboard will give you a brief boost of speed. Also, a lot of the precursor orbs are in places that can only be reached by using the hoverboard. So yeah, it's kind of useful in this game, guys. Destroying enemy cars in the wasteland will give you a speed boost power thingy, and you'll be needing them for sure. Don't be afraid to go on the offensive, kiddo. Oh god, why? Jak's health gets bigger over the course of the game. Thank god. You're gonna grow into a man, kid. A big, strong, angry man. There's a neat Lightjack infinite flying glitch. Link in the description below so you too can break the game in holy style. Everything is a lot more hostile in this game, be careful. Haven City is a total wreck, and there are enemies everywhere, and all the people in Spartacus will shoot you buns if you accidentally hit them. The hopper car is personally the best and fastest way to get around, mainly because you can do this. So while Jak 3 is kinda just a sandy carbon copy of Jak 2, the addition of the Wasteland and scaled up action really separates itself from the old titles, and was the epic send-off this game series deserved. Jak 3 is a great game with good humor, interesting plot, fun gameplay, and so much edge that it could cut through a bajillion butter sticks. And while some people really didn't like the dark direction the series went in, for what it is, the Jak series is very close to people's hearts and childhood, and watching a game grow up with you is always interesting to witness. And I hope this Basics Beginner's Guide makes your gaming experience a little better. So please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Hey, how's it going? Did you like this video? Well, if you did, why don't you go watch another one, you nerd? Also, why don't you go follow me on Twitter so you can keep up to date on what's gonna happen next? Wanna watch me get the footage I need for these videos? Head on over to my Twitch so you can see me play games and talk to chat where no one is safe. If you have any tips for this game or any future games, please leave me a comment, tweet me, or send me a message. Later, you big nerds!